The NBA started in 1946 as the BAA. The NBL started shortly after. In 1949, the NBL and BAA merged to form the NBA with 17 teams and 3 divisions. They represented the Midwestern and eastern part of the U.S. In 1960, the Minneapolis Lakers were one of the league's most successful teams. To become an NBA Hall of Famer, you need to be a great player and retire for 4 years. It used to be 5 years. To become a coach in the Hall of Fame, you need to be a coach for 25 years consecutive and retire for 4 years. George Mikan was the first superstar in the NBA. He had a super tall standing at 6'10". Mikan was the tallest in the league at the time. Nobody could ever guard. The other team started to pass the ball the whole game, and that would stop Mikan from scoring. So they made a new rule called a shot clock, so players would have to shoot. Kobe Bryant was one of the league's youngest superstars. Kobe's way of driving to the hoop made him such a good player. Kobe had a signature move called the fadeaway. It's how he can make lots of shots in the mid-range. I was able to interview John Wallace, a former NBA player, and this is what I learned. John Wallace had the most run with the Knicks because coming in as a rookie with passing game and Larry Johnson helped him get better. John Wallace thought he could play longer in the NBA if he listened to some of the older players and gave his body the most he can. John Wallace said that the most difficult team to play against was Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls because they were one of the best teams and had one of the best defense. The defense changed during his career because they used to go to man-to-man, but at the end of his career, it changed to zone, like today. John Wallace's first basketball team was in 8th grade, but he didn't have much experience, so he was bad. John Wallace says to become an NBA player, you have to work hard and do your best and practice every day. John Wallace's best game was when he faced the New Jersey Nets. He almost got a triple-double. John Wallace had 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. He said he was really tired after the game. John Wallace's best award when he was in Toronto, and the community gave him an award because that was when the team wasn't that famous, and the team made it better. John Wallace thinks the teams when he played are much better because they had Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan teams at the time. John Wallace loves the He Got Game movie because it was real scenes and it still gives him checks today. And people in public, when they see him, call him Lonnie from the He Got Game. Some of the first NBA rules are, there used to be all the players on the court at the same time, but they changed it to 5 each. The ball may be thrown in any direction with 1 or 2 hands. The ball may be batted in any direction with 1 or 2 hands, but not punching the ball with a fist. The player cannot run with the ball. The player must throw the ball from the spot on which he catches it. In 1971, the league made a basketball having 8 panels instead of 4 panels. The ball started to get more modern and gave the players much more grip to dunk the ball and shoot. In 1984, they made a new ball that was really good and one of the best basketballs in NBA history. Some of the best NBA records are 30 assists in one game by Scott Skiles. He did it on December 30th, 1990, and beat Orlando 155-116. And the Orlando court was against the Nuggets. The most team points in one half is 107, which was by the 1990-1991 Suns. Wilt Chamberlain, when he was on the Philadelphia Warriors, scored 100 points, and his team scored 162 in total, and that's the most points scored in one game ever. James Naismith invented the game of basketball in Springfield, Massachusetts, and that is where the Basketball Hall of Fame is now located. If it was not for James Naismith, basketball would not be the game it is today, and one of the most popular games.